Throughout my time playing video games, I feel like there's one game which deserves more appreciation, which is Trailmakers. Its in-depth creation system makes it stand out from most other games similar to it. Its Steam reviews also reflect an overwhelmingly positive outlook on the game, with its player count hovering around 1,000, which shows an active player base. With the releasing the pre-alpha back in 2017, its development is full of mysteries, which is why the devs at Flashbulb Games are joining me today. Our first ever sighting was in a video series of Scrapman playing through the long-lost pre-alpha map, which has been begged for from the community to come back for years, along with the 1x1 block. This playthrough shows the beginnings of what was to come. This actually wasn't our first sighting. We can go back to when Press Play Studios was still a thing. Right before they were shut down, they hosted a vote between 3 games. The first game can be described as a mix of the mining in Minecraft and the gunplay in Left 4 Dead, as said by the YouTube channel SNES, which later became Decals Galactic. The second game which won the vote was an adaptation of the Hunger Games into video game form 2 years before the Battle Royale genre blew up. The third game was a vehicle creator which became Trailmakers. After Press Play got disbanded, some employees formed Ghost Ship Games to create Deep Rock Galactic, and some Flashbulb employees created our modern-day Trailmakers. The Hunger Games adaptation never got released, even after being the winner of the vote. When the player first starts off in a campaign, they provide a short tutorial that shows the player how to create their first car. As the player drives off, they arrive onto a raised platform, which triggers a voice line explaining what happened and what to do. The game then zooms into a power core, which becomes the main goal of the campaign. As the player explores the island, they find more power cores and building parts that help them build vehicles, which provide new ways to explore. The player then gains a spaceship blueprint, which can be built and launched into the sky to end the campaign. This then gives the player the knowledge to build whatever they want in each sandbox map they provided. When the player first enters the sandbox mode, they'll most likely enter the danger zone, as it's the most popular out of all of them, as it provides many more options for the player to have fun, such as long ramps extending into the air and a battle bot arena to fight your friends in. Treasure Island takes a different approach, as it gives the player a different type of minigame, such as playing soccer and exploring the island for treasure, which gives the player a special reward for completing it. At the top of the map, it has a giant plaque, which gives special thanks to many early access testers, which have helped the game in the past. The test zone is the most played map out of all of them on purpose, as it gives the player a giant map clear of any obstacles to build whatever they want. Along with these sandbox maps, there's a whole rally mode that makes you build vehicles of limited parts in which you face off against AI. The racing map gives you multiple different ways to race your friends, such as underwater, in the air, and underground with drag racing, off-road racing, and just plain road racing. Floating in the air is a centrifuge, which was previously its own map, but later combined with the racing map. The updates after 1.0 were lacking in content and saw a decline in the game's popularity, as all they added were new ways to make music and an overhaul in the destruction system. After a few years of refining the player experience, we make it into 2022 when they released their first DLC, High Seas. While there had been DLCs before this, they were just cosmetic packs that just provided the player with new skins to use or new hats to use. This was the first massive update, which paved the way for the next 2 DLCs to be even better. It provided a whole new map of 4 new biomes and a brand new weather system. Along with all of that, the whole shipbuilding system is overhauled, as they give the player brand new pieces to use to overcome the waves that have been just added. Even with all of that, there's a campaign system, which is a giant treasure hunt that gives the player a trophy for every biome they complete. With the success of the High Seas DLC, the developers got started on their next one, Airborne, as the developers needed more time to finish this DLC. They gave a mini update which provided players with a brand new way of decorating their vehicles. It also brought 2 more cosmetic packs that came from action decals and a more cartoony expression decal pack. In April 2023, the Airborne DLC finally came out, which exceeded players' expectations, with the addition of another map with another 4 biomes, and a full campaign which has a player fight off space pirates that are attacking a friendly population of Chirpos, which live on this planet. The players shown to be a part of the Trailmakers Corporation was well respected and is honored to go and help these Chirpos. Throughout this campaign, the players are given brand new parts along with their overhauled building system, as it forces center of mass, center of lift, center of vertical drag, center of horizontal drag, and center of thrust, which all help the player perfect their vehicle before they ever spawn it. Along with all of that, the weapons of this game have been reworked and have a cooldown period after shooting for a brief time, along with the new guns which lock on any vehicle labeled as an enemy. This then brings us to our most recent update, Spacebound, which gives the player a zero-gravity map for them to explore. It has 4 planets to travel to, the space station for the player to spawn on. There are many meteors and asteroids that act as natural obstacles to the player. There's no campaign, but it still gives the player a fun experience. It's also the first infinite map, as when the player reaches the edge, they are teleported to the opposite side, which gives the feeling of a never-ending map. Along with all of this, the player is given brand new shipbuilding parts, which gives a better experience exploring expansive space. The player is also given brand new options in Sandbox maps that allows the player to change the gravity to 0 or double it. That marks the end of Trailmakers Development, as all we know of 1.8 is a brand new cinematic camera that moves through every Sandbox map, along with a chat system that acts as a kill feed. Also listed on their website, they say it's their biggest expansion ever, with things never seen before. While editing, the devs at Flashwolf Games released a brand new dev diary showing off the title of the next DLC, Rescue, along with the brand new parts coming with the update, such as the large stabilizer and the tail propeller. Click on this video to see more from me.